put it in the description box, but I like the way it applies. And then for contour, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation. I like the tone this foundation gives me, and I'm using that as my contour, and I'm putting that on the halo of the cheek and also on the perimeter of the face. Then for my blush, which dropped, I'm using the Rosy Cheeks Tehila palette, Eden's edition, and I'm applying that all over the apple of the cheek, and I'm blending it out and upwards into the temple. I like the way this blushes. It's very creamy. It is super rich. Now for concealer, highlighter, I'm using those 3 shades, and then I already set down my highlighter, and then I'm going to fix everything, and then I start blending out my highlighter. I like to leave the one under the eye so that it can dry down into a tacky finish, so that by the time I go into blending it gives me like full, like a lot of coverage on that region of the face that's under the eye. So I just make sure to blend everything out into a seamless finish. And now I am contouring the nose using a dark shade of concealer, like 2 shades darker than her, just to sculpt out the nose. Now using my David's powder, already set under the eye though. I'm going to now go all over the face. That's the part I did not highlight, that as a all over face powder. I didn't show the process of when I set the eye, but I know I used my Merak Cosmetics baking spice in cinnamon and a bit of nutmeg, and I also used my Nuban Beauty set mineral powder as well. All right, okay. Oh yeah, this is the process for eye. Right, so for more baking, I'm using this Merak Cosmetics baking spice in that nutmeg, or is it curry? I think one of the 2. I think it's nutmeg, and I'm applying that all over the highlighted parts of the face, and using that to also bake on the eye. I'm using it to bake under the eye. I think it's nutmeg. Yes, it should be nutmeg. It's not curry. Yes, it's nutmeg, but this is the Merak baking spice. I'll check it out and I'll put in the description box below. So I like to blow out. So just for more definition, I go back into my nose bridge and also the sides of the nose bridge. See how pointed our nose is, Abby, my African queen model. All right, so for reverse contour, I'm using the Yanga Beauty blurfect powder in cinnamon, yes, and I apply that lightly, and then I dust it downward so it doesn't leave any harsh lines on my skin work. I hope you understand what I mean. All right, so I make sure to blend it very well. Blending is very key. Look at how sweet that reverse contour is. Hey chai, my hands are blessed. For drawing the brows, I want that place really matte so my pencil can glide on easily. I'm brushing up with a spoolie, and now I've outlined the brows. I used my Edgar and Esther brow gel in ebony, and I'm filling in with my Davies pencil. This is like the cheapest, most affordable, sweetest pencil on earth. All right, so I'm going back to really set that part of the face. I think I noticed something, so I have to go and set it. So my model will be looking funny with this about it and her brows. All right, so to conceal under and define my brows, I'm using my Yanga Beauty flat verge brush, and I'm using my, I think that's a Debbyluster. I'm using the Debbyluster concealers for definition and cleaning up of the brows. Alright, so I use the lighter one on the brow bone, and then I use the one closer to a shade on the outer corner and the inner corner of the brow, so it can blend into the skin properly. So then I blend out the concealer into my eyelid. If I'm feeling like it, I can use it as my eyeshadow base, but then if I'm not feeling like it, I can just take my eyeshadow primer or base. My model likes to eat. Jesus, but look at those brows. Look at the brow. Alright, now God has finished work on this one. This is the beginning of God's work. Don't worry. She likes to just eating wanya, just laughing choco. She did not know that I was recording her, because I just left that place sharply. Alright, no voila. Benign Clown White, and I deposit that on the eyelid and I blend it out very well to avoid creasing. So I blend that out or I don't take it all the way. Or Anselm David's powder palette, and I take a brown shade, a brown colored powder, and I put that into a crease to just to define the crease. That's my transition shade before I start any other eyeshadow shade. Alright, so I also pick a light shade of powder from that palette, and that's on a brow bone just to pop the brow bone. And then I pick my Ezekiel Rios palette, and we get to work on eyeshadow colors. So these are the eyeshadow colors I'll be using. I'm going for like a orange, bronzy, copper kind of look. So I started with the coppery color on the outer corner, that's the outer V, and I blend it upwards, blend it inwards, blend it, creating like a V shape. I'm going with the next color, that is brown one, just to give that place some depth and dimension to the face. I blend it well, making sure that you can't tell where one is starting or ending, so I really need to blend it very well. All right, I'm still going to go back to blending. Do not fret. Now I'm taking this orange shade and I drop that on the eyelid. My model is still laughing. I don't know what is making her to be laughing like. For mascara, using the Gentle Dove mascara, and then I apply my falsies. I'm just trying to gauge it, but then I applied it off camera, and then I lined my eyes. I didn't really like the feel the lashes was giving me, so I think yes, I changed the lashes to some fuller ones. And now I'm doing under the eye. I'm just repeating the eyeshadow I have on top under the eye, so I blend out the dark one, the orange one, and you know the drill. So I really make sure to smudge it out, and because I wanted that under high smoky effects. And then I'm using these 3 shades of Avour lipsticks, 28, 49, and 43. I use the 28 as my liner, so I'm using that to outline the lip. I even like the shape of our lips, and I like this 28. I think a lot of people like it, so I use that to outline the lips. And next I'm going in with I think it's 43 as my fill color, so I'm going to apply that all in the middle of the lip, as in just to fill the lips, and I'll blend it into that 49 that we already laid down. And next, for the center of the lips, I'm taking this 49 shade, yes, but that's 28 we laid down, this 49 shade, and I'm just putting that in the center of my lips to have that, you understand, that ombre effect where the middle of the lip will just be speaking to you. And then I'm blending all that away. I'm blending the 28 into the 43 and into the 49, because we don't want anything bleeding out, so we need to really blend it very well. And next I'm cleaning the edges of my lip, because I really want some sharp, precise lippy going on. For this you want to use a toilet roll. Don't use a wet face wipes, just use a toilet roll. And then I'm going to set that part with what's left of the powder on my puff. Now I'm just going back into under my eye to dust off any excess, and then blend out any ash lines we have from powder residue. And I'm using my Nuban Beauty mineral powder to do that. This is in the shade 04, and I'm applying that all over the part I highlighted on my model's face. She's really laughing. What is going on in this place? I wonder. I'm going to keep blending every ash line with this my Nuban Beauty mineral powder, every part that I highlighted, like I said before. So we don't want any ash lines. We're also blending the reverse contour, and yes, I popped that into the brow bone, because there's a way it just pops the brow bone for me. You should try it if you like it. Now I'm going back with my powder palette, and then I'm using this all over our face, just to go back into the all over face powder. And then, hey God, stop laughing, baby girl, stop laughing. I'll just use that to set all over the face. Can you see the work of that mineral powder? See the way it's just giving us this sheer luminescent effect. I don't even know what to say. Really, I do not know what to say. Now I'm using this mineral powder from Nuban as well in the shade Accra 09 to return some warmth to our face. I'm using it to bronze the entire face, especially the parts that I contoured down a jawline, a cheekbone, and up into a temple, because I really need warmth restored and returned. Alright, so next I'm taking this African Beauty palette by Blossom, and I'm using that as I'm taking that color. This is the African Queen Blossom makeup palette, and I'm using that shade there, those two shades, and I'm dropping that on the apple of the cheek as my blush, and I'm dusting off my blush into and upwards. I'm brushing it out and upwards into the temple. See skin work now. Hey, all right, I've not even highlighted though. My baby girl already glowing. Now I'm using the Juba makeup setting spray all over the face to set all that yumminess in place. I like to say yumminess because I believe everything yummy like that. My model ready for a photo shoot, and I'm setting my eyebrows with this setting tint from Milani. It's just to give me that lights and feathered brow look. For all round setting spray, I'm using my airbrush flawless Charlotte Tilbury spray, and apply that all over the face. I don't even care for my eyeshadow because I know my eyeshadow will not set because I have benign going on that, so it will not set it. Now for highlighter, I'm using the Tehila Deluxe Edition palette, and I'm just putting that on the eye point of our cheekbone, down the bridge of our nose. There are specific points I put it, not just on the bridge of the nose, proud like that. There's some specific points that I put it, and then on her chin. I really don't put on the forehead like that because my model has 5 head, you understand? So that's the part I put it down the bridge of the nose on the cupid's bow, so it's not everywhere. You get it? Yes, I hope you like this look. All right, then I just blend it out with my brush so it doesn't give one harsh and dotted line like that for me. So this is the Mehron makeup barrier spray. I'm using that all over the face because I don't want her makeup moving at all. She thought it was going to be smelling fresh like the other Charlotte Tilbury and other ones. Pia. And then I added some glow mist to her body just to glow her skin up in preparation for our photo shoots. This is the final look, guys. I hope you guys like this look. Is the eyebrow for me, is the liner for me, is the skin work for me, it is everything for me. Let me know what it is for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Isabella here. See you in my next video. Please like, share, subscribe. It's your hooded beauty makeup artist. Bye, guys.